So your favorite police minister, Senzo Mchunu, has been placed on leave because he's been accused of accepting 500,000 rand from a drug lord to fund his ANC presidential campaign, using state intelligence to hunt down investigators, and possibly trying to get Kat Matlala to fabricate evidence against cops who were investigating corruption. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have just hit it with you like that. I know that's a lot of information to take as the first sentence. Like, I'm sure you clicked on the video and then when I said that, you're like, whoa, what the, yo! But seriously, this man is so radioactive with corruption allegations that he can't be police minister right now. But the ANC looked at the situation and went, well, he can still help run the party though. That will be fine. Imagine if your accountant got caught embezzling from clients and you said, yeah, okay, you can't handle the money anymore, but you can still be treasurer of the neighborhood HOA. Brother, that's the same problem. Let me walk you through Mchunu's greatest hits, because the list of allegations against this man reads like a crime movie script written by someone who thinks subtlety is for cowards. So, it all starts at the Madlanga Commission. Kat Matlala, currently sitting in jail for attempted murder, money laundering, and defeating the ends of justice, allegedly gave Mchunu 500,000 rand to fund his campaign for ANC presidency. Flights, accommodation, entertainment for the whole delegation at the January 8th celebrations in Cape Town. You know, just casual campaign finance via an alleged drug lord, no big deal. But wait, there's more. When Matlala's 360 million rand tender got cancelled, you know, the one he allegedly got through bribing Deputy National Commissioner Sbiya, Matlala claimed it was because he refused to fabricate a case against crime intelligence head Dumisani Khumalo, another familiar name. And who allegedly wanted him to fabricate that case? Senzo Mchunu. So according to the allegations, the police minister was trying to use a criminal to frame investigators. And when the criminal said no, the minister cancelled his contract as punishment. That's not police work, that's mob boss behavior. And then there's the part where after Matlala got arrested in that December raid, where a police helicopter showed up trying to stop it, Matlala complained to Mchunu and expected help. So when he didn't get it, he alleged that Mchunu enlisted the state security agency to use grabber devices, which intercept phone communications, to identify who was investigating Matlala. So the police minister allegedly used state intelligence resources to hunt down the investigators going after his corrupt business partner. That's not even trying to hide it anymore. And my nose is so blocked. That's just blatant abuse of power performed in broad daylight. Now, faced with all these allegations, multiple testimonies under oath, audio recordings, and a corruption scandal so massive it has its own judicial commission, the ANC had to make a decision. Do they, A, immediately suspend him from everything pending investigation, B, fire him to protect the party's credibility, or C, remain a senior party leader because apparently none of this matters? If you guessed C, congratulations. You understand how the ANC operates in 2025. Mchunu is on special leave from the acting police minister, which is political language for we are hoping everyone forgets about this if we just wait long enough, because the people are that dumb. But he's still got his organizational role in the party. He's still attending meetings. He's still making decisions. He's still influencing policy. The only thing he can't do is be police minister, which is frankly the least important part of the problem. The ANC's logic here seems to be that as long as he's not actively running the police while being accused of corrupting the police, everything is cool. It's the political equivalent of telling someone they can't drive your car after they crashed it, but they can still hold the keys and sit in the driver's seat and maybe turn the engine on sometimes, just not actually drive. What could go wrong? What makes this even more absurd is that the ANC keeps talking about renewal and fighting corruption and restoring public trust. Cyril Ramaphosa's entire brand is supposed to be the guy who cleans things up. That's not even my words, that's his words. But when one of his cabinet ministers gets directly implicated in a massive corruption scandal involving drug lords, bribes and state intelligence abuse, and obstruction of justice, the response is just special leave from one job, but he can keep the other job. That's not accountability. That's a participation trophy for corruption. The message this sends is absolutely wild. It's not that one. If you're a junior ANC member looking at this situation, what is your takeaway? That corruption has consequences? Of course not. The takeaway is that if you get caught being corrupt, you just shuffle positions for a while until the heat dies down, and then it's back to business as usual. Mchunu gets to keep his party position, his influence, his connections, his salary. He can't just be police minister specifically. Everything else is totally fine. And let's talk about what special leave even means in this context. It's not like he's on leave because he's sick or needs personal time. He's on leave because there's overwhelming testimony that he accepted bribes from a drug lord and abused state intelligence to protect corrupt networks. That's not, I need some time off to recharge, guys, leave. That's, the evidence against me is so damning that even the ANC can't pretend I should be the Minister of Police right now. That's the type of leave it is. But sure, let him keep running the party. It makes total sense, doesn't it? Actually, you're the dumb one for thinking it doesn't. The really depressing part is that we've normalized this. A police minister gets accused of corruption so severe it involves drug cartels and state intelligence abuse, and our collective reaction is just, yeah, sounds right. Sounds just about right. Add it to the pile. Nobody is shocked anymore. Nobody is demanding his immediate removal from all positions. We've all just accepted that this is how things work now. Ministers get implicated in corruption, they go on special leave, they keep their party positions, and life continues. Compare this to literally any other country with functional institutions. If a police minister in Germany or Canada or even Botswana got accused of taking R500,000 from a drug lord, they'd be out of politics permanently within a week, faster than Mixels got out of Cartoon Network. But there would be criminal charges. There would be a massive scandal. The party would distance itself immediately to protect its own reputation. But in Ningizimu Africa, special leave from one job, keep the other job. Maybe we'll talk about it again in a year or two if anyone still remembers. The ANC's decision to let Mchunu keep his organizational role while on special leave from being police minister is essentially an admission that they don't actually care about corruption unless it becomes politically inconvenient. And right now, it's not inconvenient enough because everyone is focused on other scandals. There are too many corruption cases to keep track of. Seriously, I remember researching this last night. It's just too much. It's too much. And Mchunu is just one of the many ANC officials who've been accused of looting the state and faced zero meaningful consequences. Trust me when I say that. You know what this reminds me of though? Those videos, you know those videos of cats knocking things off the tables? You know, the cat knocks over a vase, then stares at you and then walks away like nothing happened because it knows there won't be consequences. That's Senzo Mchunu right now. He allegedly knocked over the entire integrity of the police ministry and the ANC. Everyone watched it happen, and he's just walking away on paid leave to his other job at ANC headquarters because he knows absolutely nothing is actually going to happen to him. The Madlanga Commission is doing important work exposing all of this corruption. Andrea Johnson and IDAC are investigating. Witnesses are testifying under oath. Evidence is being presented and some being pestered with. Audio recordings are being played. And yet, at the end of all this documentation and exposure, Senzo Mchunu is still going to be a senior ANC leader. He'll still have influence. He'll still shape policy. He'll still collect a salary. The only difference is he won't be police minister specifically, and even that's probably temporary. This is why people have completely lost faith in the ANC's ability to police itself, including myself. This is why the party lost its majority for the first time in 30 years. This is why voter turnout keeps dropping. Because what the hell is the point of voting? What's the point of investigations? What's the point of testimony and evidence and commissions if at the end of it, of all of it, the corrupt officials just keep their positions and nothing fundamentally changes? The ANC protecting Senzo Mchunu while he's under investigation for corruption isn't surprising. It's completely predictable. It's exactly what we've come to expect from a party that has chosen loyalty over accountability every single time. But that doesn't make it any less infuriating or any less damaging to what little credibility they have left. So congratulations to Senzo Mchunu on your special leave. Enjoy your continued role in the ANC. I'm sure you'll do great work helping to run the party that's decided accepting money from drug lords and abusing state intelligence isn't disqualifying, as long as you give up one job but keep the other. And congratulations to the rest of us for living in a country where this is just normal now, where we can read about a police minister being accused of corruption by multiple witnesses, rather, under oath. And our reaction is just mild annoyance instead of shock. We've all become so desensitized to corruption that even the really egregious stuff barely registers anymore. But hey, at least he's on special leave from being police minister. That's something, right? I mean, it's accountability. That's the ANC taking corruption seriously. Yeah, I don't think so either.